Marvel and DC have lost the trademark for the word superhero. Yeah, when I read this tweet, I was more shocked than when I found out that Arizona is a real place. But then I read into the article and got into the nitty-gritty of this story, and I realized that this was very good to hear that Marvel and DC lost this trademark because the reason they had it was so stupid. So let's start the story. So since 1979, Marvel and DC trademarked the word superhero and many variations of it. This means if you use the word superhero in your books, you have to get approval from Marvel and DC first. But now, Scott Richhold of Super Babies Limited went to court to get this trademark cancelled because the term superhero is such a generic term that it in no way, shape, or form should be protected by a company. After all, they are essentially copywriting a whole genre, which is similar to the time the Fine Bros tried to copyright the word react. But anyways, the court agreed to Super Babies Limited and gave Marvel and DC time to respond and challenge the joint venture, but they failed to do so in time, which now means that the term superhero can now be used freely amongst all comic creators. Now, the reason why that this term was copyrighted in the first place is because, according to history, it was to stifle competition and make sure that DC and Marvel were the top bundas of the comic world, which is, you know, more corrupt than your little siblings getting a phone at 12 years old when the older ones got one at 18. Now, a lot of the comments on this tweet were saying, oh, the boys were ahead of their time by saying soups instead of superheroes. But here's the thing. The boys have referred to themselves as superheroes before, and there are so many kids shows that refer to themselves as superheroes, but they don't get botched because they are shows and movies. Only books get deprived of that word. But now they won't get deprived because I agree that superhero is such a generic term that it shouldn't be shielded by Marvel and DC's golden doubloons. But the job isn't done. Apparently Fox, which is technically Marvel now, has trademarked the word mutant. So yeah, there are many more simple words that need to be released from these corporate shackles.